Hello, everybody. Well, yeah, I know. Welcome to all the junk. But we got something going on today. Figured I'd show y'all this. A lot of people think that I just work on chainsaws and first one thing and another, but that's not entirely the case. I work on way more stuff than I probably should ever get into. I've been doing it for a long time. I've slowed down a lot in the last few years because I just don't have the stamina that I used to have. You know, have to work on getting a little bit of energy back. But after being sick and all that stuff, it does not help any. I promise. So what we're gonna do is, I got this set of exhaust manifolds, and I know you only see one right now, but trust me, there's a set of them. The other one's in the floor. Right there. So I don't know how this is going to turn out on video. I've got this one clamped in the vise. For those of y'all that don't know what that is, it's a rosebud. It makes things hot very quickly. So we're going to see if we can a little bit of heat on this rascal. I gotta try to get these studs out. So we're gonna put some smoke on this thing and see if we can't get it loosened up. I don't know whether we'll get it loosened up or not, but we're gonna definitely give it some differential temperature changes. This might be more than one part. As of right now, it's just now. I don't know what time we'll get done. So we might have to do this repeatedly. I got a fire burning up inside my torch. Gotta let it cool off for a minute. I just grabbed it with my hand and it is warm. I don't know that it's shut off yet. Nope, still burning. I don't know if this is smart or not. It's going out now. Sometimes you get a little too close and that's what happens. But we'll see in a minute. I think it's out now. Come on now. What? Oh. Alright, y'all. Technical difficulty. Let me pause it for a minute. There we go. I had to go clean out the darn thing. For whatever reason, when it popped, it blowed back up in there. So had to go blow it out with our hose. It had a bunch of soot built up in it. I guess the acetylene was burning inside the head itself. Well, whenever that happens, it don't do no good for nothing. So we got to get all this hot because we're supposed to get these studs out. And this piece right here is actually stuck on the studs too, so hopefully I can get it out of there. But what I was trying to say before we were interrupted is sometimes you have to heat this stuff up and then let it cool. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know why it's doing that now. It's starting to get on my nerves. I'm gonna lay this one in the floor for now. That's actually a new tip, and I'm not really used to using it. I was hoping that it would be a lot better than the other one. And so far, that's not happening either. We'll try the old one for a little bit and see if it gives us a hard time. This is my older one. It doesn't. It's not always a cooperatable one either, so we'll see how it goes. Let me check the pressures on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, the pressure should be fine. Let's see what happens here. This one. I guess everything's just gonna. This one's real particular. Some days don't. We'll go back to the other thing again. I know. Well, it's not particularly bad for y'all to see the aggravating stuff that happens occasionally. That way y'all know that every day is not just hunky-dory for me either. Because sometimes everybody just gets to see what goes right and they never get to see what goes wrong. And I honestly just don't feel like trying to deal with that today, so I'm just going to show y'all what's actually going on. I mean, usually y'all see what's going on, but sometimes if it's real aggravating, I'll stop it for a little bit and get it straightened out, and then we'll go from there. But since it's wanting to play the not so nice game, then I wanted to use my new Rosebud because, well, that's why I bought it. But since it don't want to play nice today, we'll use the torch tip. You're going to get hot one way or another. If it gets too bad, y'all, I'm just gonna stop. We'll go at it another day, because sometimes you can't fix it no matter what you do. And the best advice I can offer is if you can't get anything to go, just stop, let it go, and come back to it another time. That don't always happen for me either, but sometimes it's the best bet. Sometimes it's the best bet. I don't know how much time we got in this so far, just trying to get the dadgum torque to work. Trying not to burn it up. But I'd like to get both sides hot at the same time. But that's why I wanted to use the rosebud. I'm going to get the whole thing glowing. But for some reason, rosebud is not wanting to cooperate, and maybe I got some of the pressures too low. I might have the acetylene pressure too low for that size of rosebud. Somebody's probably going to be in the comments hollering that, and I know that's probably the case, but right now I'm just, my mind ain't exactly in order yet, still from everything. So, offer me a little grace. The main thing is I want to get this rascal off here. All I'm really going to do is get her hot, tap on it with a hammer, just see if I can get some of the rust broke out of there. Go back and forth to get both sides hot. Now I get one side glowing, then go back to the other side, just back and forth. Trying to get a little movement up in there. Might even get it real good and hot, then spray it. Should have brought something back here to drive up in there and just kind of open it up. Try to put as much heat into it as we can. I'm not worried about that flap either because we're going to weld it open. Because he don't want it. Don't want it, don't need it, just got to have it for a shim. Shut that off for a minute. Hopefully nothing falls off anything. We're starting to get a little bit of it's trying to open up a little bit. Let me go get a screwdriver. There we go. We're going to try to drive this in here. Starting to get a little movement. Starting to move a little bit. It's still stuck in this stud over here. It's loose on that stud now. Let's see if we can get a little, sorry y'all. Get a little hot. She's still a little hot. But we got that side broke loose. Yeah. I may just have to drive some wedges in here and let her cool off a little bit. There she's a moving. We're getting some movement. Give me a minute. I'm going to go get another wedge. There we go. We got some movement. Knock it in the floor. Knock it in the floor. Still stuck on there pretty good, but at least it is moving. I'll spray a little bit of this around it again. It's still so hot. I don't want to smoke it up so bad in here, I can't stand it. Hold on. See if this stud over here will screw out. Stud extractor. I think it's just gonna, yeah, it's just slipping right now. Yeah. Y'all that don't know, that's a stud extractor. Right now it's stuck tight enough it won't come out, so I think we're gonna keep working on it a little bit. I'm gonna pause it because I'm already at 22 minutes. I want to show y'all both of them, so hold on. All right, y'all. It ain't been but just a minute, well, a couple minutes. It ain't been long. I just kept driving my wedges in there, and then I got it up, tapped it up there enough to get it out. I did have a casualty. My poor cheap brass hammer, it died. I hit the end of the screwdriver to knock it up, blowed the end plumb out of my hammer. Now it's gone. So I have to order me a new hammer, but whatever. So, all right, we got that up out of there. Now, we go get a pair of pliers because this one right here ain't gonna screw out with a stud extractor, I don't believe. All right, we're back at it again. We're gonna try to get this ear really hot. I got my Nimpex pliers and Nipex, whatever. I call them Nimpex, some people call them Nipex. I'm probably going to call them Nimpex the rest of my life because that's what I've always called them. That's what I see when I look at the word. So they're German made, high quality. I got the whole set, basically. I'll try to get some heat build up in this rascal and see if we can screw this stud out. These things are crusty and rusty and rusty and crusty. So, get some heat up in there enough to get it broke loose. Some people like to try to do this while it's hot. Some like to heat it up and then let it cool off. I like to heat it up and then try it while it's hot. If that don't work, then I'll let it cool off and spray it with some stuff and let it soak for a little while. The thermal expansion usually will cut it loose. Usually. Not always, but usually. The iron does open up quicker than the steel does, I think. just don't want to get a bunch of sparklies coming off the iron, because if we do that, then we're getting it way too hot. Just want to get it above glowing. Come on, now. The torch is laying there on the floor, spitting oxygen out. There's one. There is one. I don't know if that's gonna come out. There's enough heat all the way around there to get that one out. Don't touch your arms to it. This ain't a very exciting video, y'all. But I know a lot of people want me to film this stuff, so there you have it. This thing's stuck. Still hot. But there it is. I'm going to set it in the floor now, let it cool off. That rascal is H-O-T, hot. All right, hold on. There it goes. One more. Got a bunch of them little black fuzzies flying around in there for soot. Anybody that doesn't use a torch regular, you don't know what I'm talking about. But when you light the torch, when you first light the acetylene, till you get the oxygen poured to it, it blows these little black sooties out everywhere. It looks like little black ghosts flying around in the air. They're all over the place right now because of all the acetylene. Can't hurt anything really, just make a mess. We're going to just see if we can get this one. We're going to try to one hand this one and see if it'll come out. Maybe. I decided to heat the bottom one up on this one since heat rises. Maybe it'll rise on up through that manifold and get the top hot. I know somebody's wanting to see the stud extractor, so I left the best stud for last. The best looking stud anyway. I don't know whether that'll help or not. We'll find out in a minute. If I could get this one screwed up, I'm going to keep up with the studs. Because he's got to take them to get them replaced. Alright. So, we're going to try the stud extractor on this last one. If it works, it does. If it don't, we'll use the pliers and see what happens with them. The stud extractor is basically a hole, and it has 3 little pins inside of it, and they sit deep down in them slots, and when you turn it, they roll out the slots and ramp into the center and grab a hold of the stud. They will mash the threads a little bit, but usually the nuts will still screw on and off even after you use them, so it don't normally mess the stud up. And even if it does a little bit, you can usually just run a tap back down it and get it loosened up. But I'm gonna throw a bunch of heat into this boss right here. And then we'll try and screw this one out with the stud extractor. If you buy these stud extractors, do not use the impact wrench with them. It says do not use it on the side of them, and it means it. And I did use one on the impact one time, and it does not do any good for the stud or the extractor. But I had to get the thing out, and it wouldn't come out. The impact did bring it out, but it destroyed it. The stud and the extractor. I had to get it replaced, but luckily my tool man replaced it for me without any issues. This manifold here on this end is soaking up the heat for whatever reason. Probably a big old mug of cast iron right there. Trying to get that big chunk hot. But y'all can see it. Pretty sure I can't see. Come on now. That's how it works. Gotcha. That's what we were after. So, all right, y'all. That's a day in the life of getting some studs out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. All right, we had 35 minutes, so y'all stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Hope this helps you out. Bellhopper out.